Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak 2, where with our conclusion of Act 1B, our substitute Spriggans managed to survive. Third time's the charm and all that. Against that damn red fairy, that imposter mare, whose name I can't remember because we haven't really seen it all that much. Crimson Altera or something? I'm not even sure. We will, continue onwards now because we have to actually load up the game from this point because we finished the chapter, we finished the stream there, so I have to start this screen and see where we're going next. Assumedly, of course, we are going with Van to Langport, where we're about to find out if this Act 1 A and B thing continues by loading it up. Indeed it does. Oh wow, Feri's there! So we've got Academy Days with Agnes as the lead character on the thing here. So basically, Agnes is the boss, and we've got the muscle on the side, and we've got Chaos and Heiyue to start off with. Because we should go with Van first to switch it between Edith and another location. So with Feri Al-Fayed, ready to go. Aaron Way, also ready. Well, let's continue the story of Van and see what is next for our crew. And, well, ask the question, where will we die next? Because Van, I don't know if they phoning Van about the information that you get your memories and all that, or not. Does he know? I mean, it's been days. You'd think they'd contact each other.
Those moves were insane!
Awesome! They're so good!
Encore!
More! So cool!
What a show. Their styles of dancing couldn't be more different, yet they blended together so perfectly.
Can't deny it. Those two are always butting heads, but they make for a hell of a team.
I'll call in some backup and prepare your compensation. In return, we'll expect you to dazzle us with a job well done.
And I'll deliver. And once that's all said and done, we can finally get down to brass tacks.
After concluding their business in Messeldam, Van received a call from Swin, Nadia, and Elaine. Oh, they did call each other, right. They're going to talk about the time rewind. They informed him of their encounter with the Red Fairy and the mass-produced Demi-Grendels, and about a clue pertinent to Arkride Solutions' investigation. Meanwhile, Van's group went to the empty home of Robin Glasgow and gave his office a once-over. The mysterious X had not paid it a visit. It was there that they found a lead pointing them to the location of the next piece of the 8th Genesis, Langport, the dazzling city. Van also received a call from Feri. She was returning from a stay in the Kruger village and was ready to get back into action. Katala and Judas stayed behind to deal with the aftermath in Messeldam, and Van left to rendezvous with Feri and Aaron in Langport. God, it's quite a journey. Especially when we know he's going by car. That's the opposite side. He travelled by car for half a day to reach his destination. What awaited Van, who had arrived a day later than Feri, was a situation more disquieting than he ever could have imagined.
Van, Aaron! It's so good to see you guys again! It feels like it's been forever since we last met up.
2 months isn't that long. It feels like it was just yesterday that we were kicking back and shooting the shit. But, time's done a number on you, old fart. You look like you just walked out of a museum display.
Oh, shut the hell up. Say crap like that again and I'm leaving your ass here when we're done.
No, anything but that. He's been causing nothing but trouble since he came back. If only he were more like Feri. She's so well behaved.
Oh yeah, you were playing the role of priestess in the New Year's festival. Heard you pulled it off without a hitch.
Uh-huh. My role was to sing the Song of Flames and perform a dance that's been passed down in our village for generations. They haven't had a substitute in a long while, so it took me longer than I thought it would. I really wish I could have helped you guys out in the capital and Messeldom.
Nah, don't worry about it. We all managed just fine.
Can't believe they chose you for such an important role after your pops disowned you.
Yeah, I can't say I wasn't a little caught off guard. I'm still not sure why they didn't go with Qasim, to be honest.
Guess they could have chosen a male priest. They've done that in the past, yeah?
Well, priestess or no, you'll always be a shrimpy-ass small fry to me, small fry.
And you'll always be a big, immature man-baby to me.
I dare you to say that again!
I'll say it as many times as you like, man-baby.
Pipe down, children. You're gonna give the old boozer a migraine if you keep that up.
Too late. I got one coming on.
Good goddess, Jack. How many bottles have you downed already? I've told you over and over we shouldn't do our intel gathering at a bar, and this is why.
But that's what a bar's for. You wine and dine and booze and schmooze.
Alright, let's get down to business. What's going on with Heiyue? Just before I left, I heard they ran into some trouble internally and that the conflict's been ongoing. Here's the story. It all started with the fall of the Lai family at the end of last year. Lai? Unauthorized involvement in Erasion's death game and their affiliation with Almata had been brought to light. Sao gathered evidence of their malfeasance and presented it to the council, and as a result, the Lai family elder lost his seat. But after that, a portion of the Lai family members, whose whereabouts we were investigating, started an uprising. Around the end of the Lunar New Year, they started attacking people associated with Heiyue. At first, they made each incident look like an accident, but they've been, well, let's say, less and less subtle as time's gone on. You'd have to be a freaking loon to pick a fight with Heiyue. Most people here in the Eastern Quarter are smarter than that. But there are a lot of idiots in the world. Those Almata assholes, dumbass outsiders who can't take a hint. And I guess now some members of Heiyue have joined the list. I knew the Lai family had been vying for power, but I didn't think they had the stones to start a whole ass rebellion. Well, they were the second most influential family in the council before all of this. And ever since their downfall, there's been a growing sense of discontent toward the head family, the Luz. But things could be worse. We're counting our blessings that Lai family's foremost fighter hasn't joined in. Foremost fighter? I've only heard rumors about the guy. He almost never shows his face in public. He didn't join the uprising. Nope, if anything, he's been working against it. He kept a lot of the Lai family's more rambunctious men in line after it fell. Thanks to his efforts, the uprising's headcount is thin. That said, they've still been able to take advantage of the unfolding turmoil in the criminal underworld. Ever since Almata went under, Baba and Sao have been working non-stop to fix the damage. Heiyue hasn't been able to do much since he's been under the weather since the start of the year. For real, even I haven't heard about that. Makes sense though, if word of that got out, it could create a lot of confusion, especially in the middle of a Lai family revolt. Yeah, and that's why there's a gag order in place within Heiyue as well. He is pretty old, so I'm a little worried about him. In any case, someone's got to take on their 4 SPG, and the person who's taking it on is... me, of course. Don't get the wrong idea, I'm not doing this to get in your good books, and I've still got no intention of joining your ranks. I just want to put the fear of Alias in those shit for brains so they'll leave my town the hell alone. Right. I figured as much. That about sums up our situation. What do you think, Van? Are you willing to help us? Don't think I got much choice considering my assistant already accepted. As payment, I want you guys to let me use your information network. It's something I'm looking for, and if I don't want to comb every region of the city, I'm going to need access to it. Then it's settled. Once we resolve this, we can all walk away happy. Thank you, all of you.
Okay then, let's get this party started. Been a while since Small Fry and I took on some 4 SPGs, but we're gonna bring the house down all the same.
I think they should make Feri grow taller than Aaron. I think that would be fun.
So this is the second ward? It feels a bit different from the first.
We never did drop by this place on our last trip, did we? It's got an old-timey feel to it compared to the Lai family's turf. Now that I think about it, it's kind of like the old town of the Eastern Quarter. I dropped by this place a couple of times back when I was still green. By the way, why'd you lie back there in the bar?
The hell do you mean? And what's with that shit-eating grin?
Ashin spilled the beans just before we left. You said it's been a while since you took on some 4 SPGs. But she said that every year, you and your friends would help the townspeople with their issues around the Lunar New Year. Except this year, you spread word that a fixer was in town, gathered requests from the bulletin board, and took them all on. You've been a 4 SPG resolving machine!
They weren't called 4 SPGs, they were just normal-ass requests. And I only did it that way because it was more efficient.
Is Langport's little prodigy getting embarrassed? Even you have a cute side.
Don't you freaking dare! Damn it, Ashin. That girl needs to learn when to keep her damn trap shut.
Alright, I'll pump the brakes. If Jack's intel is on the mark, they should be hiding somewhere around here.
Yeah, the remnants of the Lai family have been seen coming and going from this place. I'm also keeping my eye out for a cowardly bastard who was spying on Ashin at the theater. He's also been seen around this area, according to Sid. Once we put that shard search function to work, their hideout will be as good as found. I know our main goal is to find the next piece of the 8th Genesis. But we can have a little fun before then. Let's bust some heads and kick some traitor ass! Just don't get too cocky out there, alright?
Funny. I was just about to tell you the same thing.
Great minds think alike.
Well, here we are yet again. So it seems that you're just a chip off the old block. Am I your old man now in some sort? No, I'm big bro, aren't I? Also, if you're doing 4 SPGs, because you're part of my organization, right? Don't I get a cut? Where's my mirror, Aaron? I know you did all the work, but yeah, using my reputation to get the job, surely. 50 hit chain was done at some point. Yeah, 75 was done, in fact. Right, let's check out Heiyue, Langport. What is going on? Oh, you guys from out of town? What do you say to taking a trip to the second ward's most interesting tourist spots? Think of this place like Langport's old town. You know, a long time ago, part of this place used to be our red light district. Compared to the first ward, the old architecture gives it a different sort of charm. Indeed. Where are we? Suddenly realized, like, this is not a place we know. There's a Gecko Dojo over there. I personally recommend visiting the Taoyuan restaurant. It could be a little expensive, but oh right, I forget they're closed for the moment. Well, not to worry, there's plenty of other cozy hole-in-the-wall types around. You're sure to find something you enjoy in no time.
Alrighty.
It is a new location indeed. I don't know whether to check out our ornaments, etc. Van's lower level than the other dudes.
Maintenance mode activated.
I don't know what so much I have in terms of, like, courts that I can put on, but I have realized that I don't really have an caster in my ranks. That's a thing. Everyone is
engaged.
very melee orientated at this juncture.
Maintenance mode engaged.
Okay. Well, if I've got these, I'll put them in for now.
Looks like a new shard skill.
Can't hurt to have a little bit extra in.
Shard skills updated.
Not necessarily making you the caster, but quartz are better than no quartz, he says, not ever sorting them out to make cool lines where I get cool abilities. Mirabeau? There might be fish in here, Mirabeau. Would it be wrong if I fish here? You wouldn't happen to be the man people call the prodigy, would you? Are you giving your friends here at all? Most tourists seem to find the first ward more appealing, but it appears you're in the know. The second ward offers its own special charm. It feels lively and traditional, yet not overtly showy. It's why I love it so much. I have a habit of spending all my time here on my Langport visits. Alright, so first of all, I've got to start doing this to find out fishing spots.
This looks like a good fishing spot.
Goodies to get to.
I see footprints.
Jackpot.
Where? I don't. Hey, must be pretty good at this.
Are those goldfish? There's so many!
For real. They look pretty damn good.
They're something of a good luck charm, so people like having them as pets. Personally, I prefer the kind of fish you can dine on.
Eating the egg. Well, we can't fish in the fishing spot that's not a fishing spot. These goldfish of yours are quite the lookers, young Fu. Didn't I hear something about you being awarded for them in a competition recently? Yes, I was. I can't take all the credit, though. Your knowledge has helped me tremendously over the years. I couldn't have raised them into what they are without you. The ecology of wild carp, how to adapt their breeding trends, everything you've learned from fishing has aided me more than I can say. Oh, hey, how's it going, Ahab? Didn't think I'd see you here. Well, if it isn't Van, I'm just here to catch up with an old acquaintance of mine. He's been researching goldfish that are native to the east. As you can tell, he's a fellow fish fanatic. Nice to meet you. I'm the owner of the shop here. Name's Yongfu. Not only do we sell goldfish as pets, but we try and research selective crossbreeding patterns too. It's sort of a hobby of mine. We also sell some fishing gear. Feel free to take a look around. Ah, they're like little flowers, and there's so many of them. Yeah, goldfish are typically bred for their looks. They've been doing it in the east since way back. Well, they are pretty easy to take care of. It's no wonder they're so popular. Anyway, I'm sure we'll be seeing each other around. Need to stock up on my fishing supplies after all. Of course, I should be able to teach you a few tips and tricks on angling too. I've learned more than my fair share from Ahab, you know. You really ought to take a look at some of Yongfu's goldfish. He's quite proud of them, you know. He handpicks which ones to breed for their colors. As a fisherman, I can't help but find it fascinating. The great thing about goldfish is that they're easy to take care of. It's also simple enough to breed new varieties of them. Still, you shouldn't take them for granted. There could be a lot of depth to raising the things. For example, let's say you want to pass on a certain pattern from one breed to the next. Well, depending on desired traits of the offspring, you... Okay.
What can I get for you?
Going into more. We can buy a goldfish patterned pouch to give for Yume, of course. You must buy that at once. For Yume, anything. There's also a power handle, increases gauge more on success. And titanium hook increases odds of hooking a big one. That sounds good to me. You can only ever buy one set of dumplings, and we bought a lot of bait last time, but we may as well top that up a little bit more. So I can always get a little bit extra cash from here.
Hope it's to your satisfaction.
It is to my satisfaction.
I bet I can catch a big one here.
Can
Sure.
Here goes. Let's go.
You can indeed catch a big one here. Fishing bait is the best way to get it too, so... Here we go, guys. How long are you ready to wait for me to manage to catch a random fish? Well, that's silver on that one. Gold if we go that. Should we try to go for the special? Oh, no. We should try to go for that one first, because we might just randomly catch it.
Come on.
Have we already got a big catch, Skygill? Oh, I guess keeping track of that is going to be a bit hard.
Ow.
Oh, yeah. I've got to do that. What? That should have been done.
Wow. Get a load of this rare
I got a
fish.
noble carp. Oh, I got the fish straight away. Don't mind me. I'll just get the hardest catfish to catch first. That's fine, isn't it? Wait a second. We've already got that. Are we being paid back for what happened earlier? Oh, we've already got the Skygale big catch. So, actually what that did is that I just got the hard fish to catch instantly. Hey! Payback for earlier, I guess.
Holy cow!
Welcome to Lai
Food is
Family.
amazing.
Well, if it isn't the prodigy himself. Hello there. I've heard you've been quite busy helping our town lately. Yeah, it's no big deal, but feel free to reach out if you need anything, alright? Do you know her, Aaron? A little, I guess. You see, this restaurant's pretty famous in the area. I only met Mei Xin after eating here a few times. She owns the place, after all. Couldn't tell you anything else about her, though. Lai Family. I remember seeing this place back when I was slumming in Langport's boarding houses. Guess the old man that used to run it isn't around anymore. Must have passed it on to her. Well, in spite of everything that's going on with the Lai family at the moment, we've made no changes to our restaurant's hours. Any friend of Aaron's a friend of mine. Stop by any time. And we're back to having to pronounce loads of things in Chinese, which I don't speak. Problematic. As you can see, our prices are fairly cheap. However, I'm confident you'll find my cooking as flavorful as all the others in town. Order whatever you'd like. Satisfaction guaranteed.
What can I get for you?
I'll get a
Let's see here.
Lai Fu,
What do
Xiao Long Bao,
up next?
and a plain oolong tea. Yeah, I can say that.
Thanks a bunch.
Said oolong wrong. Welcome to Lai Family. Come and order yourselves something tasty. My sister's a first-class chef, and who will knock your socks right off. Our meals may only cost a few mira, but the flavors are worth millions.
Okay.
Sure.
Aaron, you can take the lead. Also get that. Find the portal, Aaron. I say, are there any fishing spots in the stream? It's where we headed, to the corner of the place by the look of it.
Whoa, whoa! Isn't this...
A bike.
This is the public bath Old Man Juan runs. I hear they put in a sauna recently. Want to try it out?
I don't want to try it. I must try it.
As long as you don't come on to me while we're in there again, Aaron. You guys here for the baths too? That's too bad. They're apparently closed for the day. The old man that owned the place. Well, a lot of things happened recently, and he ended up throwing out his back again. My guess is he's getting acupuncture right now. Maybe I'll stop by and check on him later.
You knew it was closed, didn't you, Aaron?
Eat shit, sucker!
Why are you like this? And here I thought I'd get to see what an Eastern bathhouse was like.
If you didn't talk to the NPC, you wouldn't have got... Screw you, Aaron! Don't mess with my bathing time.
Now,
Wait,
what's it
nothing's new
say?
in this shop. Man, don't mess with my baths. That's a rule for real life too. Hey, catch anything good? They had an extra stock of spices at the store, so I got a few for free. Oh, nice. I bet that'll taste real good on the crayfish I caught. All right, dinner's going to be great. And just when I was getting hungry too. You know, I'm kind of surprised you like stuff like this. I mean, it's not like you're poor or anything. Yeah, but doing stuff with you is always fun. Anyway, let's start cooking up those crayfish. Honestly, my family's kind of poor, so I don't have many toys to play with. But catching bugs and fish can be pretty exciting, and I even get a snack in the end. 2 birds with 1 stone. So long as I can make my own fun, I'll never get bored. Well, kid likes fishing. But it seems to be because of social experience going on right here. So Young's an expert at catching bugs, you know. He's even been teaching me about which ones are all right to eat. Ha, my days are so much more fun with him around. Where else do we go in this place? We got to make sure we grab all the things.
I bet I can catch
Let's
a big
give
one
this a go.
here.
I doubt you can catch anything that's new. Skygill Big Catch is pretty much any... Oh, the Tiger Arrow 1 is here and really easy to catch. Isn't that the one that gave us all that trouble? Oh no, it was a big catch, wasn't it? Yeah, we're fine with that then. Right guys, welcome to the portal. That's Märchengarten. What's the matter? You looking for something? If you're after souvenirs, you're out of luck. We're not that kind of business. All I sell here is cigarettes. Well, actually, I sell a few Eastern-style smoking pipes, too. Oh, so that's what they look like. They're pretty different from the hookahs I saw in Elsame. TRM. Sure are. They've fallen out of fashion in recent years, but you'll see some old guys popping on them from time to time. Now you mention it, I think I remember seeing Gien use one. Well, I can't sell the things to just anybody, but it's nice to know you're interested. I think I have some other knickknacks around, though. Why don't you take a look? You don't see too many people smoking from Eastern-style pipes these days, but I'll tell you, some people swear by them. We mostly sell to locals, but there's always a few tourists looking to buy because they're so unique. Anyway, feel free to look around.
Do me a favor and decide already.
A mint cigarette, a mint-flavored candy that looks like a real cigarette. No matter what, there's always a fake cigarette. A silver mint tin as well, and the Tyrell Times. Issue 3.
Come back whenever you like.
Now what have we just done? 3 papers collected. Hooray! Alright, whenever we go to a new location or start a new chapter, more to the point, we have a paper to read. So let's do just that. Politics, eh? President Gramhart displays political acumen through international communications treaty. During the recent debates revolving around the proposed International Communications Treaty, President Gramhart showcased both his commitment to prioritizing the interests of the Republic while serving as a skilled diplomat and a strong leader on the international stage. The purpose of the ICT, championed by the Republic and the Verne Company, is to standardize communications technology into a single international protocol. That protocol will be based on the Zypher standard, the groundwork for which has already been laid throughout the Republic. If passed, the treaty would help establish a worldwide next-generation information and communications network. The Zypher standard has already made many aspects of Calvardian citizens' lives more convenient and has potential for expansion within the Republic, and if it were to become the worldwide standard, the state of international communications could enter a period of explosive growth. If every country put the network to effective use, it could not only stimulate the economy and multiple industries, but also contribute to solving broader social issues as well. The Republic will surely be a driving force within that wave of development. The nations that took a relatively positive stance toward the proposal include Ored, Osame, Valis, Remetheria, and Crosbell. In contrast, the Erebonian Empire, the Label Kingdom, and Laman initially expressed disapproval of the treaty. In an effort to assuage their concerns, President Gramhart took it upon himself to negotiate with representatives of those nations, and he ultimately won them over. Sources say the Erebonian Empire's opposition to the treaty were largely driven by the Rhineford Group and centered around their desire to safeguard their nation's orbal industries. President Gramhart proposed a compromise regarding tariffs on the Empire's heavy industrial goods, a source of significant dispute in recent times. In exchange for their support, and in response, the Imperial government quickly changed its tune. I hate one of those words in there. Meanwhile, Laman, one of the leading trailblazers of technological progress for many years, harbored a fear of exclusive dissent and isolation from the other members of the international community who had already given their stamp of approval for the treaty. Not to mention the Bracer Guild, whose headquarters resides in Laman, has already swapped over to the Zypher standard. When taking these factors into account, Laman authorities relented, making their intention to formally sign the treaty in the near future clear. Hopes are high that Laman's entry into the treaty could lead to amending of fences between the Epstein Foundation and the Verne Company, whose relations have grown strained in recent years. In light of Erebonia and Laman's acquiescence, the Label Kingdom signed the treaty as well, in furtherance of their long-held role as a mediator between the Republic and other powers. The Zeiss Central Factory, however, a member of the West Zemuria Tech Union, has continued operating independently and has set up a direct hotline to the Epstein Foundation. Despite the many twists and turns throughout the deliberation, great strides have been made toward the signing of the ICT and, by extension, the internationalization of the Zypher standard. In regard to the treaty, President Gramhart had this to say: "The standardization of communications technology, we as a collective people can navigate the many travails that lie ahead and forge a path into the modern era together as one." And then we can start manipulating things. Social media. National Next Generation Weaponry deployed en masse. The Next Generation weapons that were revealed to the public during last year's Revolution Festival, yes, totally fine to do, are reportedly being issued to Republican Army field units at a rapid pace. In the Barrier Tier Air Base on the outskirts of Edith, which functions as the Republic Army's headquarters, military units and airborne units in particular have undergone a conspicuous equipment renewal. The Air Force Base is currently housing multiple cutting-edge airships, including notably an X-Alba series vessel that was unveiled at the Revolution Festival. One of the defining features of the state-of-the-art airship series is the data link, which provides a direct line of communication between each vessel and allows the fleet to engage in advanced tactical maneuvers. The fourth ship in the series, the Mail, is stationed in the capital's 2nd garrison, where it can be deployed at any time along with the Army's surface-based defense units to defend the capital from oncoming attacks. The assault frames, the latest in humanoid mobile weaponry, have also been lended to the Navy to assist in land operations. These innovative machines are highly versatile, and the military appears to be assessing its practical applications across its various service branches. According to statements from the Presidential Office and the Verne Company, multiple next-generation weaponry projects are currently in active development. While the government is keeping details of said projects close to the chest, we believe that a successor to the Baton Kaitos-class airship model is likely among them. Culture. Mysterious artists in Mesoldam. Mesoldam has long been known as the northern gateway to the Republic and a city of arts where traditional mediums thrive, and in recent years where numerous film festivals are often held. It is little wonder how the city gained prestige as an artistic and cultural cornerstone within and outside the art world. Not all of Mesoldam's art is appreciated far and wide, however. Beneath the gnome's surface lies a burgeoning underground avant-garde art scene. It is not uncommon to see the walls of Mesoldam littered with graffiti decorations, and the quality of these unlicensed works has led some to posit that there may be a few diamonds in the rough among these contemporary artists. In preparation for this year's Mesoldam Film Festival, a committee of creatives involved have begun scouting out locations in the city and discovered that betwixt the litany of commonplace graffiti works was a number of pieces that displayed astonishingly high levels of technique and artistic individuality. The committee attempted to analyze the works in order to determine the identity of their creator, but unfortunately their efforts did not yield fruit. According to other graffiti artists active in the area, the creator displayed no interest in interacting with their artistic peers. That said, the fact that they have not created any new pieces over the past month has led to some to speculate that they moved on from Mesoldam entirely. Performing arts. Sister actresses leverage traditional dancing experiences. A pair of sisters who play starring roles in films released earlier this year garnered acclaim from audiences far and wide. Despite never having acted in a big budget film before, Miss Sarah and Miss Shahina displayed remarkable talent and established themselves as rising stars in the industry. But the most remarkable aspect of their impressive debut is that neither sister is a professionally trained actress. Rather, both of them are practitioners of a traditional Central Eastern dance. The sisters' journey into the world of cinema began at last year's Farbad Film Festival. The sisters were brought in by director Gotti as dancers for his Carnival Cavalcade, the event's big finale, and they ended up as the stars of the show, drawing the attention of several big names in the film industry. Before long, they got their big break into movies with their debut roles. Although they earned considerable acclaim for their respective performances, the sisters continue to insist that dancing is their primary trade of choice, and made clear their intent to only take on acting jobs when the need arises. Business. The Verne Company's board of directors announced that CEO Towson would be stepping down from his post effective immediately. Oh, really? The stated reason for Towson's dismissal was his unwillingness to disclose information with companies and research institutes affiliated with Verne, as well as his gross negligence in his handling of recent adverse incidents. He's out of there.
Well,